Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. Now, hold on to your horses. This is still Aurora, but we're not going to be playing it in this format. This is inside the database showing the tech systems. Now, this is not the standard Aurora database, this is my modded one. And as you can maybe tell, this is the technologies table, showing all the technologies researched within the game. And the reason why I'm showing this is because I have just finished adding some additional technologies that hopefully you might find interesting if you play my modded database. First one is a core spinal mount. Whereas standard spinal mount has a 2x factor and an advanced spinal mount has a 3x factor, the core spinal mount has a 5x factor. So you're going to be able to get some pretty damn big lasers out of this thing. I've also added a huge cargo hold, which is a fair bit bigger, 4x larger than a standard cargo hold. I might up that to 5, but for the time being, it's 4x larger. And I've also added reactor breach containment technology, which will sacrifice power and size of a power plant, but will reduce the explosion chance to 0. So it's up to you if you want to make your ships that much less likely to blow up when they get shot at a cost of power. So that's shown off. Let's get into the actual game. Now, I am not using the modded database for this. So just keep that in mind. Now, you might be curious about the new wrecks detected. That is because I went into the database, as I said at the end of the last episode, and I tried to neaten it up a little bit, clean it up, and purge out any leftover bits and pieces. These are the wrecks. So I did abandon ship rather than just delete. Up to you. But yes, so Southport and Perth is where they were. Let's go have a quick look exactly where they have been hiding. So in Southport, where are they? Are they out? No, they're in. This is where we blew up all of their ships. Down here they are. Okay, so they're down here. That's where they've been hiding this whole time. We might send the I'm not going to send the anybody out to pick up the life pods. We only have the army transport, and they're a little bit slow. So they're over there, and we also have a whole bunch of guys over here in Perth, and they have been hiding way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. So they can also die. Now, where we left off at the end of last episode, we have been waiting for our salvage teams to cycle through. I believe our next ships are almost off the line. Yes, we have 2 Voyagers almost off the line, as well as we got 2 Camelbacks almost complete as well. Got a couple haulers on the way, but they're going to be done not much longer after that. But the Salvager is what we're really after, due 3rd of September, year 69. So that is what we are currently after. Now, let's see if we have made the turns any faster or easier to cycle. So I have not actually run any time after compacting the database and cleaning it up a little bit. So we'll see if it has improved any at all. Not yet. See, about 30 seconds at the moment. I think if we can at least get a full 5-day turn out of that minute, I will be happy with that. I just really don't like hitting 5 days, taking a minute to process, and then only getting like 2 hours out or like 4 hours out. That's just really super annoying. So if we can at least get consistent 5 days, I would be happy with that. And we got 4 days out of that, so that's not too bad. I believe it only interrupted because of the system survey complete over in Geelong. So that is where we are now. Now, Geelong is over here, and there's 2 jump points. I think we're going to pull back and head out of Darwin. So that is what we're going to do. So Abel Tasman, there you are. You are a Voyager, perfect. You're fresh off the line, that's fine. Come back out of Darwin and head out of this unknown jump point. Do a geo, and off you go. Let's continue. Now, there were about, I think, 2 colonies that I did rig to blow. They basically had nothing on them. I don't even know what they were meant to be. I think the NPR was going to do something with them, but never got around to it. Now, there is one other thing that I discovered while poking around in the NPR's guts. I never actually conquered the second NPR's homeworld. So, that's a thing that didn't happen. So, I think I'm going to go and order another attack from our armies and see what comes out of them. So, Southport is where we need to be as soon as I finish processing. 5 days. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like we're not going to have any more issues with partial turns. So Southport, there you go. Did Army Transport actually drop them off? I'm pretty sure they did. Yes, they did. While we're at it, so Walter Riley got scrapped. We got a factory restored beyond repair. Nah, oh well. So, ground units. We have 608. Occupation required, 608. Police strength is 608. Wow, I think we might have exactly enough. Can we put these guys into any of our divisional headquarters here? No, we need brigade headquarters, not divisionals. Well, you know what? Let's wait. Damn it! This is on Australia. We're on the wrong planet. Southport, Southport, Southport. This is the one we need. Okay, occupation required, 0, actual 894. Well, the 0 doesn't really count because what we need is our invasion strength. So we'll order an attack. Yeah, we'll order an attack and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, Army Transport, I guess we will get you to head back to Australia. And we will get rid of the convicts, which I believe are slower. While I'm at it, I really should build more grunts. Just to replace the convicts completely. So build, build, build. And how long are they going to take? December 69? Not very long at all. Okay. Alright, let's run 5 days. And we'll see if we are able to take their world now. Alright, waiting for processing. Still processing. There we go. Abel Tasman. Wait a sec. Did we find another crosslink? No, we just discovered Corktown. Okay, so we discovered Corktown, even though it didn't mention it in the logs, which is getting really annoying. Corktown appears to be why? Only 1.2 billion. It's not very far. We haven't surveyed it. Oh, right, because there's only 3 objects. Doi. Okay. After this, do a graph survey. Right, so 2 Voyagers are done. Afanzi Niktin and Ahmed Pasha Hassanin. Let's split you off. And where are we going to send you? Now, you're in Seoul. We could send you to Sydney. I think we're going to send you to Sydney. Sydney jump point, standard transit. And what exactly actually is unsurveyed in Sydney? Okay, a couple of survey points. We'll do a graph survey there. Alright. And and Ahmed, we are going to send probably to Berlin. Yeah, we'll send you to Berlin via Sydney and Colm. So Sydney, Colm, Berlin, and do a grav survey because that's all we need to get done there. Okay, so we got those 2 done. Ground combat. Okay, defense strength available divisions at 894. Required strength of forces under is 1962. All right, I think I remembered why we needed that extra terraformer. By the way, do we actually have a terraformer en route? No, we don't. Victoria and Brisbane. Okay, fine. At least they can't attack us. Okay. That's it. Alright. Keep going. Right, this is 2 of our NPR's survey ships that I blew up a while back through designer mode to try and stop them from exploring everything. Because here's the thing, right? When we created the game, we set it up so that NPRs cannot trigger non-NPR opponents. And what that basically means is every single system that an NPR discovers cannot have a precursor or a swarm in it, right? They don't spawn with any of those inside those systems, which means every system that the NPR discovers is going to be empty. So they can just run willy-nilly and discover all the systems for you, and you will never again have an NPR or a swarm or anything. And because they don't use fuel or maintenance, they can do that forever until you catch them and blow them up. Alright, one of the camelbacks is done, and we got automated mine and Macassium. Oh, one of our sabotage teams got killed in action. Oh, that's annoying. That's fine. We're going to have plenty of volunteers. Unassigned. Okay, maybe not plenty, but we have enough. Okay, nothing super special. How is our salvage team? Salvage fleet is 67 days. And we are 81% done. Okay. Cycle. The second camelback will probably get done in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it's going to take it about 2 weeks to actually get finished. I can't even remember why we were building extra camelbacks. I really should take notes. Ah, well. Okay. Oh, we lost another espionage team. Damn it, guys, stop dying. But nothing else has happened. Hopefully they weren't one of our good teams. Oh well. Okay. Alright, there's a second callback. Alright, next up is going to be the haulers. Another batch is always appreciated. Nothing else new happening at the moment. What is happening in Sydney, actually? Alright, looks like we got... Alright, survey is going to be done real soon. So we're going to stay here for now. Ooh, transit fleet is in Sydney. They're almost in Seoul. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. We can start salvaging those civilian ships now. Soon. I'm just happy that we're getting full 5-day turns again. I'm just happy that we're getting full 5-day turns. I'm so happy we're getting 5-day turns. Like, I can live with a minute processing time as long as we're not getting, like, partial turns out of it. Because it's, like, just so stupid. Okay, hauls are done. Research complete and the construction rate 25. Yes! That's going to make things a lot better. Starting work on fighter production rate. Okay, that's fine. Better production rate is good. Faster automated mines is also excellent. We've got 3,000 factories outputting a 108,000 production. So that's pretty damn amazing. Although it doesn't mean that we are basically eating 50,000 duranium and corundium per year. And that is very much indicative in our stockpile consumption. Our sodium consumption is also extremely high. Probably from the 600 refineries that we're running. You know what? We're going to stop that so we are not eating our raw sodium. There we go. So we're not eating our raw sodium. And we'll just rely on orbital refineries. Speaking of which, let's make one. So, now, it's going to be relatively nice and easy. First things first, sorghum harvester. Hang on, did we not make one? Or am I thinking of a different game? Hang on. Okay, no, I am thinking of a different game. Okay. Rename this into... Hate coming up with names. Orbital fuel harvester. What's the name of orbital fuel harvester? And that'll do. So we've got 100 modules producing 56 million liters, no, 5.6 million liters per year. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. We can do better. 11 million liters a year. That could work. Okay. 11 million liters a year. We are going to want to add an orbital habitat. There we go. And we are also going to want to add some fuel storage. Now we don't have an ultra large compressed, so it's just going to be cheaper to just use regular ultra larges. Now, what we want now, we have a good amount of production, but very importantly, we also need to have a good amount of balance between production and storage capacity, because we need to be able to drain the fuel faster than it's produced, right? Otherwise, it fills up. Or actually, we want to balance it so we drain it at exactly the same rate. But the point is, we don't want to let it fill up completely. So I think I'm going to put 2 of these. That gives us almost 2 years of production that we can store. So as long as we can come and collect 12 million liters, or a bit over 20, if we can collect 12 million liters a year, then this could work easily. Now, I think it's also about time that we do design a tug, because if we have a look, where's our engines? Engines are here. Okay, so at the moment, our current standard one is 32, and we need to get a decent speed. So maybe about 800. That's 28 engines. How much do we actually? How much speed do we actually want? To be honest, if we do like 50 engines, that's a pretty high. That's a pretty impressive speed for a nearly million-ton station. If we get it up to 1 million tons, then that'll be nice and fast. But if you have a look, right, we're gonna have to build 50 engines every single time we build one of these fuel harvesters. That's 6,250 gallicite. That is a lot of gallicite. On the other hand, it would be much better if we only had to invest a 6,250 once. Is it not? So I think that is what we're going to do. We are going to make a tug of 50 engines. It also makes this whole ship cheaper as well, because we don't have to run 50 engines on it. Okay, so we have our production, we have our capacity. We don't really need much of anything else. So this is what we are going to have. We definitely want to keep it. We definitely want to keep it commercial. Definitely don't want anything on the commercial. So we basically can't really have much of anything else. Yeah, so this is fun. Definitely needs to be a tanker, because hell yeah, tanker. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, where's the other new class? There it is. So we've got 20 engines on here already. Oh, we already have 2. Okay. So we have 2. And we are going to run 50 instead. 50. That's a very big tug, though. It's like a very, very big tug. If we run 30, it'll be slower, but it'll be a lot more reasonable to build. It's like it's 4,000 as well. And the gas side cost is huge. 15,000 engine power is a lot of power. I think this will be fine. Yeah, this will be fine. 1.2 million liters, I think we can do better. Very large, 5 million liters. That's a lot, but it'll be fine. So it's a lot of fuel, but most of it is not really going to be used. It's just going to be there so it can continuously run for long periods, even when carrying something massive. Because it is going to be slower running with only 30 engines rather than 50 as intended. So, okay, yeah, this is happening. Okay, we are going to change. So Shipyard construction ship. We don't care about you. Terraformer. Yeah, we're gonna have to run a lot of these with. We're gonna eventually have to change them so that they don't actually have any engines once our tug is fully operational. Where is? There it is. That needs to change into a. Fuel harvester. There we go. Okay. So what that does mean is that we do need a 90,000 ton commercial shipyard. So add 10,000 and up we go. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to do today? No. There is a gate being starting to build on Fremantle. And did we actually need those 3 freighters for something? I feel like we did. I feel like those 3 freighters need to do something here and now. Wait a sec. We have a terraformer in orbit around Australia now? Where? Which one? Brisbane and Victoria. None there. Shoreboard is a bigger builders. Is it in Shipyard? No. Okay, what is providing terraforming around Australia? Ah, river. Of course. Okay. Right, because there's nothing we can do with it just yet. Okay, you know what? River. How much actual range does a river have? $20 billion kilometers, and it takes it 3 years to do it. What is the range to Southport. 16. So, okay, so it has the range to get to Southport, but it'll take 3 years. Well, you know what? Get started, because you're not doing any good just sitting in orbit. And we can sling the taxi to come pick it up when it's done. We need PDC fleet. River. Detach. Refuel. And then... It was Fremantle, wasn't it? No, it was Southport. Yeah, it was Southport. Yep, that's the one. And it's going to take it 872 days. Shit. Oh, well. On your way. But we are out of time again. So, thank you for watching. Next episode, we are going to... we should be able to start work on all the salvage stuff that we need to do. Because the salvager is like 2 weeks out from being built, if that. The other salvager is almost back in Seoul, if not already. Not quite, but almost back in Seoul. So we're going to be doing some salvaging next episode, I believe. And hopefully we can get under construction underway of our fuel harvester to make sure that we don't run out of fuel on Australia without having to consume all the thorium. But that will be that. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.